Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper, and today we're doing my top 5 games that could be shown off at an upcoming Nintendo Direct. Now, over the last week or so, there have been several events going on with some companies like Capcom and Xbox showing off some of the upcoming games that are coming for different consoles, whether it's with the Game Pass for Xbox, or whether it's Resident Evil for Capcom. And I'll just be going over some of the games that, and even though there have been some rumours and leaks for a Nintendo Direct, whether it's being today on the 15th or on the 29th of June, there have been some rumours that around those 2 days, even though the 15th has been shown to be wrong. And for me personally, I hope that we get to see a Direct in the next 4 or 5 weeks maybe, just so that even though Nintendo will probably want to try and capitalise on the hype, I would think that they might possibly want to wait for some of the event stuff to sort of die down a bit, but not too much, so that they can release their own Direct in the next few weeks or so, maybe the next 3 or so weeks. So yeah, so to start off with, for number 5 is a story trailer for Bayonetta 3. Now, recently in terms of trailers, we did get a gameplay trailer. Like, I think that was the first proper trailer that we got for the game, where we saw, Bayonetta doing some combos to some of the enemies, summoning some demons, that sort of stuff. But for the next trailer, possibly, I would like to see that being a sort of story type trailer, so we can see like how those monsters came to be, who's controlling them maybe, and maybe make this sort of dark and eerie and sort of story wise. I wouldn't mind if it wasn't a dark sort of story, kind of like how Breath of the Wild 2 is going, and kind of like how, as well as Majora's Mask maybe. But yeah, it would be cool to see a sort of story trailer where Bayonetta is in this moment in time, in terms of the events after Bayonetta 2 and before or during the events of Bayonetta 3. So it would be something quite cool to see. For number 4 is a pack 2 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, we recently got the DLC pack 1 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that was like having some of the old tracks like Coconut Mall, Choco Mountain, I think, and various others. But I would like to see another pack, DLC pack 2, and we can see more tracks from the previous Mario Kart games. Maybe, let's say, Rainbow Road from Mario Kart Wii, or something from the DS games or 3DS game, and that'd be something quite cool to see. And it'll be, introducing newer fans to these old tracks and having them experience the old tracks in a newer fashion, with the whole anti-gravity feature, maybe some gliding mechanics, that sort of thing. And yeah, it'll be really fun to see how a lot of the older tracks are revamped in a way. And I would like to see maybe a new track, kind of like how there was a new track in one of the previous tracks, or one of the previous cups. So that was something quite cool to see. For number 3 is a possible full-on trailer for Metroid Prime 4. Now, there hasn't been really that much news. Well, I think there has been some news. I'm not 100% sure about Metroid Prime 4, but for the game, I would like to see there being a sort of gameplay type trailer maybe, or a sort of story trailer maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I would like to see Samus maybe appearing on this distant planet maybe, and she has to, let's say, fight some Metroids or maybe something like that, or just fighting a particular enemy. I'm not 100% sure, but that'll be something quite cool to see in a game maybe, or possible trailer if we do see a possibility for, or trailer for Metroid Prime 4. For number 2 is a presentation trailer for Breath of the Wild 2. Now, we have had some information about the development of Breath of the Wild 2, and that being it has been delayed until next year. And we did get a like 5 seconds of footage of new footage, and that being Link holding a broken Master Sword while he's standing in front of a golden light thing. And I would like to see hopefully see a presentation trailer maybe for the game, and maybe this could focus on maybe the underground areas, and maybe as well as the sky areas, maybe kind of like how the presentation trailer for the original Breath of the Wild focused on mainly Hyrule and all the other areas in the game, like the Divine Beasts, Elden Volcano, Gerudo Desert, some of the champions, but for Breath of the Wild 2 I would like to see sort of presentation trailer of how the game looks when it comes to the overworld exploration or underground exploration, and what kind of bosses we could potentially see maybe. And that would be something quite cool to see if there was a presentation trailer for Breath of the Wild 2. And for number 1 is a Persona 3, 4 and 5 collection. Now with the Xbox announcements, one of the games, or some of the games that they announced for their Game Pass, was Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5 Royal. And there has been a lot of, I would say, people saying that in the next direct, or saying that they Persona 3, 4 and 5 would want to have those games on the Switch. And yeah, I would like to see those like as a collection maybe, if there's a possibility. I'm not saying that it's going to be 100% there, but if there's a possibility, I would like to see those games in a collection, kind of like how Mario 64, Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy 1 were in a collection when Nintendo was celebrating Mario's 25th anniversary, I think. But I would like to see that possibly, and hopefully, unlike some of the other games that Nintendo have released, like when it comes to ports, like Kingdom Hearts, that the Persona collection isn't a cloud connection in that sense, because with the cloud connection you have to, I think, connect to the internet to play the Kingdom Hearts games if you're playing on the Switch, from what I remember. And they'll probably not be great, because like if you're a new fan to the Persona series and you, let's say, played Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal, it might be a bit it's something like that. It'd be like just really difficult for, like, if you're going from one destination to the other, and you're playing on the Switch, and you want to play Persona 3, 4 and 5 as in a collection, but they're in the cloud and you need to connect them to the internet. So if there was a collection for Persona 3, 4 and 5, I would possibly like for them to be played whenever you want and wherever you want, and there'll be something quite cool to see, and they'll have a lot of new fans who might have a Switch to play those games. So yeah, that's been my top 5 games that could be shown at an upcoming Nintendo Direct. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.